let's talk about NoFap. Guys have been DMing me on Instagram, Facebook, sending me WhatsApp texts, sending me emails, commenting on my videos, saying that I must talk about NoFap. They would like to hear my thoughts on NoFap. What you must realize is that to change your life, you don't have to do something crazy. It's actually the smallest things that can change your life, that can change how people look at you, that can change how people treat you, that can change how you feel about yourself, that can make you feel more motivated to achieve your goals. It's the smallest things. You might find that what's actually making it harder for you to achieve your goals is you're drinking. Maybe you drink too much. Maybe you smoke too much. Or maybe you don't drink. There are people, like, maybe if you started drinking, you'll see life differently. I'm not saying, like, I have nothing against drinking. Maybe you started smoking, you'd see life differently. But it's the smallest changes that can actually make a big difference. Maybe you're jerking off too much as a guy. I remember me and my cousin used to laugh about this. We're like, yo, can you imagine if you died and went to heaven as a Christian? He was like, can you imagine if you died and you went to heaven and God showed you all the things that you could have achieved, and He showed you videos of you jerking off every day? He's like, this is all the things that you would have achieved if you just stopped jerking off, but you chose to jerk off, so you do not have this. You didn't get to have these things. Oh, that was funny. The reason why a lot of young men asked me to talk about this topic is because this is a problem that a lot of young men deal with. We live in a world where it's very easy to get addicted to something that gives you the experience that you want to have. Why? Because we usually do not experience what we want to experience. So let's say your life sucks, right? Your life sucks. You are having negative experiences every day. Yeah, okay. Well, because my life sucks, I do not have money to buy the things that I want or to go out. I don't really have friends. I don't have a girlfriend. What can I do to feel better right now? Like, I have a hand. Let me give myself pleasure. You keep on doing it whenever you're feeling sad, whenever you're feeling bad. You just keep on doing it. You keep on doing it. You keep on doing it. Because you don't know what else to do for fun. You don't want to sit and just be miserable. But what sucks about jerking off is that it doesn't last. So you end up feeling worse because you lose a lot of energy. And you need energy to feel better. You can never feel better without energy. Ever drank like an energy drink? I'm telling you, that will even improve your mood. if you are out in public and you drink Red Bull, you're gonna feel much better, right? You're gonna have energy to talk to people. You're gonna have energy to do what you want, to look for what you are looking for. You know, like, you just won't be the same person. And it's not really like drinking Red Bull doesn't. It's not like it gives you like crazy levels of energy. No, but it does improve your energy a little bit, and that makes a big difference, right? The way that you interact with people is gonna be different. I'm not saying you should be drinking that energy drink. I mean, because that might mess with your health. But I'm just trying to give you an example here. So let's say every single day you are losing energy. You wake up in the morning, you have a little bit of energy, but you're like, let me lose this energy because I want to experience pleasure. You lose the energy. During the day, because you're feeling much worse, you have a little bit of energy, like, yeah. At night, before you sleep, you have a little bit of energy. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think you'll be able to perform at a level that you'll perform if you weren't doing that? Because you're losing energy every day. You see, if you get a little bit of energy, you lose it. I'm going to ask you a question, and I'd like you to give me an honest answer. If they put a vision of you that jacks off every day against a vision of you that doesn't jack off, or that doesn't jack off a lot, I have nothing against jacking off, by the way. Let's say the other vision of you jacks off once a week or once a month, and there's this vision of you that jacks off like 3-4 times a day, and you had to perform some tasks. Which vision of you do you think will perform better? The vision of you that jacks off a lot, or the vision of you that doesn't jack off, or that maybe jacks off once or once a week or once a month? Which vision of you do you think will perform better? Give me an honest answer in the comment. Is a vision of you that has more energy that's going to perform better? Or is it the vision of you that doesn't have a lot of energy that's going to perform better? I discovered NoFap in 2014. I think it was the time when NoFap was at its peak. Everyone was talking about it. Videos about NoFap and semen retention were going viral. NoFap can change your life. You know, if you practice NoFap, you're gonna attract women. Like, you're gonna have these superpowers. If you do NoFap for like 90 days, you're gonna, you know what I mean? You're gonna have some superpowers. Today, I'm going to be talking about NoFap, and I'm not gonna be biased. I'm not gonna criticize you if you jack off. I'm just gonna tell you my honest truth. So I discovered NoFap in 2014. I decided to try it. The reason why I decided to try NoFap in 2014 was because at the time I did struggle with women. You know, in 2014 I did struggle with women. So listening to this guy telling me that, oh, yo, if you practice NoFap, You know, women are gonna be attracted to you. You know, even your exes, you know, they'll call you, like they will sense that you're a different person, even if they don't even see you. You know, they will sense that you're a different person, and they would wanna call you. So I'll be like, shit, is that simple? You're telling me that all I need to do is practice NoFap and I'll be good. So yeah, I started practicing NoFap, and let me tell you, I did see the changes. The changes were very noticeable. I started to feel more confident. I was no longer shy. I did feel like talking to other people more, even strangers. Like I was no longer ashamed to have conversations with strangers. My voice got deeper. My beard got thicker. My hair stopped falling off. I started handling situations differently and more positively, you know? Like I'll end up feeling more proud of myself after handling a situation than I would feel back then when I was jacking off. These small changes made my life better. Within the first 2 weeks of practicing NoFap, I got a girlfriend. It was a girl that approached me before I practiced NoFap, but I had no game. I didn't know what to say. She approached me. I was chilling with a friend. The guy was very good with girls. Like I've always had like handsome friends, for some reason. Like he was good. Like, he wasn't even good. Like, he was just handsome. Let me put it that way. The guy was handsome, right? So girls liked him. So when she approached us, I thought she was interested in him, but she wanted movies, and she seemed to be more interested in me. And I was surprised because I'm like, no, girls are supposed to be interested in him. He's the handsome one, you know. But she seemed to be more interested in me. And since that day, whenever she would see me, she would greet me. But I wouldn't say anything. I'm scared. You know, I don't think I'm good enough for her. She was beautiful. She had a petite body, like she looked like a model. So I'm like, there's no way I qualify to be with this girl. You know, even when I'll be working with her, I'll be like, I don't deserve to be working with her. But I started practicing NoFap. I remember this day she found me chilling alone, and she came and sat with me, and we started to talk. Bro, the conversation that I had with her was so damn dope that she enjoyed my company from that day forward, and I was able to say the things that I needed to say, and we started to date. If I was jacking off like I used to every single day, would I have been able to get this girl? And I want you all to realize this is not about getting a girlfriend, all right? This is about life in general. Because what I've noticed about women is that if you have the right kind of mindset, the right kind of attitude, the right kind of energy that can actually lead you to success, women are going to like you. Like they mirror, like women are like mirrors, bro. They are very good at sensing where your energy is at as a guy. Very good, like they're perfect actually. Ever notice that if you're not feeling good at all, you're having a bad day, you are telling yourself all these negative things about yourself, like you have no confidence that day, women ain't gonna treat you well. I'm not even talking about women that you wanna date. Like even women that you kind of, even old people, like old women, they ain't gonna, like, you know what I mean? If your energy is right that day, you are attracting women that you never thought you would attract, right? If your energy is right that day. I don't care how you look. You don't even have to be well dressed. If your energy is right, somehow when you talk to females, they will respond better. Like they will respond better because your energy is right. You could dress so nice. Like if they had a time machine, right? Like, okay, now we want you to dress so nice. We see that you're having a bad day, you're not feeling good, you're not confident. We want you to dress nice and want you to approach that girl. You approach that girl. If your energy is not right, even if you do get positive results, it's not gonna be on the same wavelength with the positive results that you will get if you didn't dress well but your energy was right. So they rewind time again, like, you know what, right now we don't want you to dress well. Maybe dress like a security guard, it's fine. Look like you should look like you don't even have a good job, right? You're not even making money, but your energy is right. Then you go and talk to a girl. You're most likely to get more positive, the results that you're going to get are going to be more positive than the result that you would have gotten because of how you feel. So life is like that. It's not really about how you dress, the kind of car that you're driving. It has a lot to do with how you feel. So the problem with jacking off a lot is that it drains you. It drains your energy, right? Every day you wake up in the morning, before you do anything, you have a little bit of energy because you have rested, right? You've slept, you had like 8 hours of sleep. You wake up in the morning, you have a little bit of energy and you're like, I ain't gonna use this energy for anything. I'm just gonna release this energy to experience pleasure. Then you release it. Then you go out. You don't have energy. You do not have confidence. You are feeling like shit. You are feeling like you're not good enough. What do you think is gonna happen? How do you think life is going to respond to you? I told you, women are like mirrors. If women are not responding positively to you, chances are life won't respond positively to you, because women gravitate towards success, right? Whatever is going to lead them to success, that's what they'll be looking for every day. Like when we talk about attraction, we're literally talking about success, basically. Like you're not attracting a woman if she feels like you don't have the ability to succeed. So if you cannot sense that you have the right kind of energy, she's not going to be attracted to you at all. But if you have the right kind of energy, if you have the right kind of mindset, the right kind of confidence, then she will be attracted. That's what attracts women. It's not even you having a lot of money. You might think, oh, it's you having a lot of money. That's what attracts women. No. There are a lot of guys who have money who have been used by women. I want you to get that. So these women are like, okay, this guy has money. I'm not attracted to him. His energy is not good. But he has money. And I want money. So I'm going to. You could be broke. You have no money. But your energy is right. That's going to make a woman attracted to you. And that will also help you in life in general. Because I'm not making this video like about women, like, hey, you must go and approach women, blah blah blah. I'm not going to tell anyone to be approaching women and be getting women. It depends on you as a person. So this is not about women, this is about life in general. And the reason why people ask me about NoFap is because they want their life to be better. No one wants their life to be horrible. So they're asking themselves that, am I miserable because I jack off a lot? If I didn't jack off at all, would I not be as miserable as I am? If you're jacking off a lot, I'm not talking about you jacking off right now, I'm talking about you jacking off a lot. Yes, you will feel better if you stop jacking off. And it would, like, your life will change in ways that you are able to see. Like, you won't even be like you won't, you know what I mean? Like, it won't be like placebo. It will be real. Like, there'll be real changes. You'll feel better for real, and you'll perform better, and you'll be better. Does this mean that jacking off is bad? Not at all. The problem is that life sucks so much that people are like, what can I do to experience pleasure? And you know, they don't find answers, and like, this is the only way that I can experience pleasure. So they overdo it. That is the problem. If you overdo something, obviously there's gonna be bad consequences. Obviously. Whether you like it or not, it's just how it is. If you find something that you like, that's addictive, and you overdo it, of course there's gonna be negative consequences. What do you expect if you are if you are releasing your energy all the time? Are you gonna feel good? Ever notice that if you're a person who jacks off a lot, after jacking off, your mood changes and you start feeling bad. You're disappointed in yourself, but also you're just feeling bad. Like, your mood changes. Like, you just, like, even if you're not disappointed in yourself, let's just say you've jacked off too damn much to even feel bad about it, you just not feel good. If you do it too much, I'm not talking about people who maybe do it once a week or once in a month. You might actually end up feeling better if you do it once a month. Your testosterone will go high, actually. You know, if you do it once, like you do it today, the next day you might find that the testosterone, like, it's next level. So it's not like it's something that is bad. The problem is you overdoing it because there's nothing else to do, right? There's nothing else that you can do to experience pleasure. So you just only focus on what you can do now to experience pleasure, but there's gonna be consequences. It's the same as people who get addicted to alcohol, get addicted to weed or drugs. There's nothing, they don't feel like there's anything else that they can do that will make them feel what they feel when they're high or when they're drunk. So they're like, this is all I got. My life sucks so bad that there's nothing else that I can do. And it's and you can't blame them. And like I was telling you in the beginning, that we're in a hell realm, right? So people get easily addicted to things that give them pleasure because they can't experience pleasure any other way. So they're like, this is all I've got. So it gets to a point where they only rely on that. And it gets to a point where it stops feeling good. Because, you know, the way that we've been programmed as humans is that to get what we want, it shouldn't be too damn easy. You know, when it's too damn easy, it doesn't feel that good anymore. Because it's too damn easy. You end up feeling bad. Because of instant gratification, right? So to experience pleasure, you must do some work. It's just that now, because we're in a hell realm and things are becoming worse, it's very hard to get positive results when you do something. So it gets to a point where people are like, hey, I'm just going to take shortcuts here because things are that hard. You know, you find that as a man, you're not even attracting women at all because you were born in a poor family, you don't have a lot going on for you, and you're jagging off a lot, and you know what I mean. So it's just, you just continue to do that because it's you keep on failing in life. So you're like, what can I do? Let me just focus on what I have now. I have a hand and I can give myself pleasure, so let me just focus on that. And then you focus on that, and yeah, you get so used to it that you just can't live without doing that. But if you stopped, there will be positive changes in your life. Like, I can guarantee you that there will be positive changes in your life. And just like I was telling you, that I'm not against people jacking off. I'm not against people watching porn. I'm not against that. You can jack off and you find that is actually a positive thing for you. You know, maybe if you go on for like a month without jacking off, maybe you get irritated very easily. You have a lot of energy, you don't know what to do with this energy. Maybe you feel like fighting people, like you don't let anything slide. It can happen. You have this aggression, anger that you can't even control because of this energy that you have, and you don't know how to transmute that energy, right? You don't know what to do with that energy. There are people who ended up raping someone because of this energy that I'm talking about. It's too much and they don't know what to do with it. So they end up raping someone. They have this aggression, they have this confidence. You know, I remember in 2016, I was on NoFap for like maybe 70 days. I had not buy a ticket for the train. Normally, if there are security guards that would be checking the tickets at a train station, you know, I would not go. I would not try to pass with a fake ticket. I had this fake, the ticket that expired. Like, I'll be like, yeah, of course I shouldn't. Obviously they're gonna catch me. But because I was I felt no fear. It's like, I'm going. I was no NoFap and semen retention. I had not ejaculated in like 70 days. So I'm going. I showed the guy my fake ticket, and it was like he wanted to push me back, right? I ran towards the train and they chased me. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done, actually. So the security guards started chasing me. The train was about to move. Before I could even get there, the train started moving. When the train started moving, I tried to get inside the train, but I couldn't. So the security guards caught me and they beat me up. They beat me up like crazy. And then they let me go. When I was going back home, the weirdest things happened. The weirdest thing happened to me. Because they beat me up badly, I felt like I was about to collapse. Lost energy while walking. It has never happened. Like, it was my first time experiencing something like that. So I lose energy. I'm walking, I lose energy. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And then I ended up lying down in the street. And I felt very thirsty. I remember asking for water from this girl. She just thought maybe I was drunk. It's like, can I have can I have some water? And she looked at me like she was disgusted by me. I was like, damn, man, people don't want to help, bruh. Like, she can see that I'm well dressed, obviously, and I was going to work. Obviously, I'm not drunk, something. I just need help, but she didn't help me. I ended up gaining enough strength. I was lying next to like a school, like a preschool, so I ended up gaining some energy. So I walked towards the gate and then lied down there, and then the lady came. She was like, "Are you drunk?" The lady that teaches the kids. I was like, "No, I'm not drunk. I just lost energy. I don't know what's going on. Please help me. Can I come inside?" She was like, "No, we're not allowed to let people inside here. What I can do is give you some apples and water." I was like, "Yo, you would have saved the day." And she did. She gave me maybe 3 apples and water. And after 5 minutes, because she waited there with me, she was even asking if she should call an ambulance or something. She was surprised when I stood up and I had all the energy. She was like, "Oh, so you weren't drunk?" Because I wasn't sure. I was like, "No, I was not drunk at all. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I lost all the energy, and I felt like I was going to faint." So sometimes it's not a positive thing to have all this energy that you don't know what to do with. So what's better is to be balanced, right? So the problem is that if you jack off every single day, people will be jacking off 5, 6 times a day, 7 times a day. Guys got like crazy streaks out there. There's no way you're gonna feel good. I don't care what you have. You could have it all. There's no way you're gonna feel good. You need energy to feel good. Without energy, you just don't feel good. Do you gain some superpowers if you're practicing NoFap? No. Everything can be explained. You don't gain some superpowers. I've had people saying that if you practice NoFap, even your exes that you have not seen in a while will call you and whatever. And maybe your exes do call you, even when you are practicing NoFap, but you are unable to attract them because your energy is too damn low, and women respond a lot to energy, bruh. If you are doing great, or if you are about to do great, you will see how women treat you, like their behavior. So even the women that didn't like you, if women start liking you, know that you are doing so. I'm not even talking about the looks, the way that you dress, and you could be dressing the way that you've always dressed, look the way that you always look. But if women start treating you better, know that you're doing something right that can actually lead to success in other things, not just when it comes to dating. Because your life shouldn't revolve around women as a man. But you must know, if women are starting to have a crush on you, your energy is right. So some people might say, okay, so if I can attract women, it means that my energy is not right. If there is something that you're insecure about, and you're focusing a lot on it, it's gonna be hard for you to attract women, and it's gonna be hard for you to succeed. Let's say you tell yourself as a guy that because I'm 5'5", it means that I cannot get women. They're gonna sense that. Yes, we have different obstacles as people, and that's what sucks. You're 5'5", to even conquer, like to even gain confidence. If you're like 5'5", it's gonna be hard. But with real confidence, yes, some of the things that you feel are impossible are actually possible. Like if you have real confidence, and it can't be faked. So yeah, if you stop jacking off, of course you would have the right kind of energy that will help you, that will boost you to some levels. So you don't. The thing is, it does boil down to how you carry yourself, and you carry yourself better if you are not jacking off every day. Your body language is gonna be different when you eye contact. You're gonna be able to make eye contact with people. because you have energy. I've been in situations where I remember this other day when I went to this interview, I was not really feeling bad, but I didn't have a lot of energy. I drank Red Bull, and bruh, I killed it. And I often tell people that Red Bull makes me feel better than I feel when I'm drunk. Like if I drink Red Bull before I do something, I do it better. Like I'm gonna have all the like I'm gonna be like the dopest version of myself because of energy. So energy is important. If you have no energy, it's hard. Like even the people that you'll be interacting with, especially if you're in an interview, because they're looking at everything, right? Your body language, your level of confidence, the way that you respond, your charisma, all of that counts. So if you have the right kind of energy, you're good. You're probably going to do well. Another thing that I've noticed is that the music sounds better. I mean, you find yourself enjoying a lot of things that you wouldn't really enjoy if you were jamming off 3-4 times a day. The music will taste better. You'd enjoy having conversations more. You would have patience. You won't be moody. Because you don't feel as powerless as you feel. Like it's easy to be moody if you feel powerless. So you won't feel as powerless as you'd normally feel. So you do need energy as a man. So it's good to protect that energy, not give it away to them easily. Every day. Because what ends up happening is that it's like if you have money, right? The more money you have, the more opportunities you have, right? So let's say whenever you got money, you made sure that you spend it. You didn't necessarily need to, but you spend. Let's just say you were receiving $100 every day. Every time when you receive it, you spend it. Every time when you receive it, you spend it. Every time. Like there isn't a time when you receive money and don't. Of course, the person who is saving money is going to have more opportunities than you, right? Because they don't spend a lot. Maybe they spend it once a week. So that will mean that they will be left with $600. So like, you know what? Yeah, one day I'm going to spend $100 a week, maybe on Saturday only. But the other days I'll just be saving. So of course they're going to have more money than you. And they're going to have more opportunities than you. So it's like that. It kind of works like that. If you have a little bit of energy and you're like, let me release this energy, a little bit of energy, let me release this energy, you're going to end up not having energy at all. The way that you talk will show that you don't have energy, you don't have confidence. It's the smallest things that make a huge difference. You see someone and they have charisma, you think they are like there's a huge difference between you and them, but you find that there isn't. It's the smallest things. You find out that when you're not jigging off, you actually have charisma, and you can actually learn to be more charismatic, because that's the road that you have taken. So maybe you won't master being charismatic in one day, but because now you're working towards that, then you are gaining more charisma. But if you have no energy at all, you are not learning anything positive. You are basically learning things that are making your life worse. You're basically learning to not be confident, how to be comfortable not being confident, how to be comfortable not being the best version of yourself. You see, that's what you'll be learning. So you become a master at not being the best version of yourself and being comfortable not being the best version of yourself, you see? But then if you're practicing NoFap and semen retention, and you're like, I'm gonna go for like 2 weeks without releasing, I'm gonna go for like a week without releasing. I'm not saying you should have these crazy streaks like 90 days, niggas be going for like 90 days and they feel like they're superheroes now. Like, no, it's not even like that. It's a lie. You might end up not I don't know, but we need to be real. We need to be honest with ourselves. The real problem here is you overdoing it. You found something that you like, you're overdoing it because you don't know what else to do. That is the real problem. The real problem isn't you jacking off. The real problem is you being addicted to it so much that you can't even control yourself. That is the real problem. So if you figure out a way to control yourself, figure out a way to you could tell yourself that, you know what, I'm going to do it once a week, on Friday only, or twice a week. It's fine. It's not, you'll still be able to perform well. That's normal. But trust me, every single day, every day, hey, you do need energy to do things, bro. You'd find it hard to clean your room because you have no energy. Like, you'd have, bro, the people who succeed in this realm are people who have energy. Energy. If you don't have energy, it's going to be hard for you to succeed in anything. It's going to be very, very hard. You need energy. There's nothing spiritual about NoFap and semen retention. It all boils down to energy. And like I was telling you, that people can sense if you have energy. People can sense if you do not have energy. They can sense. You'll be in the presence of someone and they are turned off by you completely. They don't want to be around you. It all boils down to energy. People respond to energy, and women are very good at detecting the level of energy that a male has. They're very good, very, very good. So if they sense that you have the right kind of energy, they will like you. And if they sense that you don't have the right kind of energy, they won't. If they sense that you're broken, society is like, it messed you up, and like, they just not gonna like you. Life is brutal like that, and the work that we need to be doing has to be internal. The world hurt us, but we need to heal ourselves so that we'll have the right energy. And it's not easy, because sometimes you can stand in the way of your own success because of your past, because you've been hurt, you are in pain, and that's affecting your mental health. So you no longer have the right kind of energy. So yeah, if you're jacking off every day, stop that and try to work in other areas of your life. I realize that you can find yourself having the right kind of energy and performing better because of that. So yes, NoFap can improve your life, and sometimes jacking off can be the only thing that's standing in the way of, like, just standing between you and what you actually want. It could be like the only thing. Sometimes it could actually be the only thing. So if you're angry enough, you're like, yo, there are these things that I want and I'm not able to get these things, and I've been jacking off a lot. Now I'm tired. Like, I want to make real changes. Yeah, that can actually help you. Your attitude is going to be better. The way that you feel is going to be better. The way that you respond to things is going to be better. You know, you're going to be brave. You're going to be able to stand up for yourself, you know. Because now you're more confident. Your testosterone is high as a man. I do not know how it is for women. I don't know. I don't know how it affects women, but yeah, men, yeah, if you overdo it, yes, it's gonna definitely affect you in a negative way. If you are doing it a lot and you are still doing better in life, you probably will be able to do much better. So the problem isn't you jacking off, the problem is you overdoing it. So much that you just don't have energy at all. Every day you have no energy. Notice that if you don't jack, let's just say today you decided I'm not gonna jack off, so you don't jack off, you're gonna have energy. If you wake up in the morning and you don't jack off, you're gonna have energy. If you wake up in the morning and you jack off, you're not gonna have energy. It's gonna take time for you to regain your energy, especially if you're. It's much easier for you to notice when you're young than if you're old. And you can waste a lot of time, you know. Can you imagine if you're watching corn? The people will be watching corn for hours. So imagine the kind of energy, the amount of energy that they lose, the amount of time that they waste. So it shouldn't be about having these crazy streaks. I've been on NoFap for 180 days. Nigga feeling like a superhero. You're feeling like a super saiyan. Like, nah, it ends up being placebo. You find that you just think that you're having positive experiences because of the placebo. But the real truth is that you just feel better. You see, if you feel better, if you notice, and this is something that a lot of people don't even realize, you tend to see things positively when you feel better. Let me give you this simple example. Let's say you go to a job interview, you're feeling good. You do your thing, and then you leave. And then they say, before you leave, they say, we'll call you. You probably think they'll call you because you're feeling good. If you're feeling bad and they say they'll call you, you'll be like, they won't. So you tend to see things based on how you feel. Your interpretation of things is based on how you feel. You approach a girl, she gives you a number. If you're not feeling good, you probably think that she gave you the wrong number. But if you feel good, you probably think she gave you the right number, you know? So the way that you interpret what people do or say is going to be more positive if you have energy, if you are feeling good. Feeling good is having energy. Without energy, you do not feel good. So you need to ask yourself, is it better? Many birds. Too many living things on this planet. So you need to ask yourself, do I want to feel better, or I'm comfortable feeling the way that I usually feel every day? And if you're comfortable, then you are comfortable. You know, no one should tell you how to be in this place. No one should be like, yeah, you must work hard, you must achieve this, you must achieve that. It's all up to you. You don't have to do anything at all. I want you to understand that. You do not have to do anything at all. The battery is dying. Thank you all for watching this video until the end. Do what feels right to you. Live life in a way that feels right to you. I didn't make this video to make you, you know, to give you to make you feel under pressure, right? Like, so it means that I must be doing this, I must be doing that. Live your life, man. You know, live your life. You are in this hell realm. Do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you feel comfortable. Thank you guys for watching until the end. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Tell me what topics you like me to talk about. Let's keep it going.